Yes, sir! Toronto Raptors news, boys. The Raptors are interested in Lonzo Ball. So, how do I know this? Over the past couple of days, several sources have came out and said that the Raptors, along with several other teams, including the Knicks, the Mavericks, the Clippers, and the Magic, have reached out to the Pelicans about the availability of Lonzo Ball. So, why would the Raptors want Lonzo? That's a good question, guys. As we know with Lonzo Ball, he's 6'6", point guard / shooting guard, 3-and-D position type of guy, good defensive ability. He does lack inside finishing. He does lack free throw shooting. He shoots about 35% from three for his career. So overall, he's a 3-and-D player with size at the guard position, which would make sense for the Raptors because right now the Raptors have two very undersized guards, three undersized guards if you include Malachi Flynn, all around 6 foot, 6'1". So getting a guy like Lonzo who's 6'6", can play, make, shoot the three, and defend, I can see why the Raptors would want him in that sense. He'd be a secondary playmaker for the team alongside guys like Van Vliet or Kyle Lowry, who could also trigger some actions on offense, so I could see why that would make sense. I'm going to get into what the rumored trade is, and I'm also going to get into my philosophy on the trade and why I think it doesn't make sense. So the rumored trade is centered around Kyle Lowry. So that should be your first red flag already. Trading Kyle Lowry and getting back the main piece being Lonzo Ball, like that should be a red flag already. So the rumored trade that I've been hearing is Kyle Lowry in exchange for Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Bruh. Like what? Like what are we going to do with that, bro? Like I'm going to break down the trade to show you what the teams might be thinking, because for the Raptors, it would make sense in the sense that the Raptors, they get more depth for their team. They get a guy that can start alongside Fred VanVleet and Lonzo Ball. So Lonzo would start at the 2 position alongside Fred VanVleet. We'd have Fred, Lonzo, OG, Pascal, and then Baines for now until we trade him for a better center. So we would have those guys. Then off the bench, we would have more firepower because we'd have Eric Bledsoe at the 1. Sorry, Malachi, you're now the 3rd string point guard. We'd have Eric Bledsoe at the 1. We'd have Nickeil Alexander. He might be the 2. We also have Norm Powell and Terrence Davis. So as you can see, like already there, we're getting too many guards back in return. If anything, I think we would need different players in return to make this trade make sense. This trade really doesn't make sense, boys. If this is really the trade that the Raptors are in talks with the Pelicans doing, I don't like it. I don't like it for several reasons. Yes, I get the Pelicans. It works for them. They get Kyle Lowry, a great two-way guard, great three-point shooter, can space the floor, can facilitate your offense and facilitate your bench unit. All-around great guy. He'll take charges for you. He's a bulldog, playoff experience, all that. But the Raptors, it just doesn't make sense for us. Why would we want Lonzo Ball, who wouldn't even want to stay in Toronto? He's a California boy. He's looking for a lot of money. Close, not a max contract, but somewhere in like the OG Anunoby range, maybe like 18 million to 20 million, which is too much for Lonzo Ball in my opinion, because he can't shoot free throws, he can't finish layups. All he can really do is shoot 3-pointers and facilitate and play make. Like there's a lot of players in the NBA that can do that, and you don't have to pay them that much money, and they're not as much drama as Lonzo Ball and the whole big baller brand. So to me, this trade doesn't really make sense for the Raptors. And with Eric Bledsoe, we get Eric Bledsoe. He's a veteran. He'd come off the bench for us, provide some scoring and playmaking. And even if we didn't like Eric Bledsoe, we could trade him in the future for more assets. But me personally, I'd rather just wash my hands of this trade. I want the Raptors to stay clear of this trade. If you want to acquire Lonzo Ball, I'm open to it, but we can't trade Kyle Lowry to get back these 3 pieces. Like these pieces are worth nothing for us. If we're going to trade Kyle Lowry, we need to survey the whole league and get the best offer that we can get back. And it has to be a trade that Kyle Lowry is open to. No trade for Kyle Lowry goes down unless we ask Kyle first, yo, Lowry, are you comfortable being traded to this team? They're interested in you. This is what we would get back. This is why it works for us. We're sorry to see you go. We'd love for you to retire as a Raptor. So after you're done playing with that team, if you want to come back and sign with us to retire as a Raptor, we'd love to do that for you. But no trade goes down unless Kalo is with it. Anyways, guys, just wanted to share that Raptors news with y'all. How do y'all feel about the Raptors potentially trading for Lonzo Ball? If you guys have any suggestions for what the Raptors should do to improve, let me know in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. We do new NBA videos every week. Peace, boys.